5 seconds. Get ready. Participating in the debate on the resolution moved by the Honorable Minister in the Legislative Council, an Honorable Member said, "Sir, I fully support the resolution brought forward by the Honorable Minister. This resolution states that our state shall adopt the 2 or 3 acts passed by the central government with a view to preventing pollution. Soon after this resolution is passed, when we look forward to a period when the towns and cities in our state will be free from pollution and become better places to live in from the point of view of public health. As we are aware, our state has made remarkable progress in the field of industrialization. This has provided more employment opportunities and a general improvement in the standard of living of the people. But we cannot lose sight of the fact that the establishment of more and more large-scale industries has posed either directly or indirectly a danger to public health in the form of air pollution and water pollution. I am very happy that our government are very much aware of this fact and have therefore proposed to constitute a board to look into the various aspects of the problem of pollution. In this connection, I would like to say that the general opinion is that the problem is acute in areas surrounding factories which use chemicals in their manufacturing process. The dirty water that comes out of such factories carries various types of chemicals which are injurious to the health of human beings and cattle. Very often such water is let out in the open, and as a result, whenever there are heavy rains, it gets mixed with the water in the nearby wells. Over a period of time, this state of affairs bring about all sorts of diseases to human beings and cattle in that area, and also damage to crops. Therefore, I would like to suggest that the board which is going to be constituted should first of all find out ways and means of tackling this problem. Sir, the growth of industries and the general rise in the living standards have led to an improvement in transport facilities. We now see more buses and lorries on our roads than what we saw a decade ago. But the smoke let out by these motor vehicles is an important source of air pollution. Therefore, we should do everything possible to minimize this kind of air pollution. As a first step, we should see that bypass roads or ring roads are formed wherever possible. If that is done, those motor vehicles which do not have the necessity of entering into a particular town or city will naturally take the bypass road, and to that extent the danger of air pollution to that particular town or city will certainly be minimized. Incidentally, the congestion of traffic will also get reduced. Of course, this will involve a lot of expenditure by the government, but there can be no doubt that it is an expenditure worth incurring if we keep in view the welfare of the public. It is an accepted fact that the success of any program depends very much on the participation of the society as a whole in that program. So it is the important duty of each and every individual to see that the surroundings of the place where he lives are kept clean. It is a very welcome move on the part of the government to have declared 1 or 2 areas in Madras city as litter-free zones. I can only suggest that this system of having litter-free zones should be extended to other cities and towns in course of time. At the same time, the government and the local bodies should see that more and more sanitary facilities are provided in the residential areas and especially in the slums. People should be made to desist from the habit of throwing away rubbish on the roadside instead of using the dustbins. It is said that in some advanced countries such things will attract heavy fines. However, in my opinion, it is now too early for us to think of introducing such measures. We should first educate the people in all these matters, but there should be a constant effort in this regard. In my view, this can be best done by enlisting the active cooperation of voluntary agencies and social service organizations. Sir, one of the views that is gaining currency is that trees can protect us from the ill effects of air pollution. Our government have recently launched a massive program known as the Social Forestry Scheme for the planting of trees in wastelands. The slogan "One family, one tree" is also catching up with the people. The horticulture department of the government is also rendering technical assistance to those who want to plant trees. But all these efforts on the part of the government will yield results only after a fairly long period of time. Till then, we cannot afford to expose ourselves to the dangers of pollution. So, the government should take immediate steps to conserve the existing forest as far as possible. Of course, there cannot be a total ban on the cutting of trees in the forests because the felling of trees and selling them by auction yields revenue to the forest department of the government. But the government should make it a point to see that in the place of every tree that is felled, at least two young trees are planted. Before concluding, I would like to stress that our efforts to control pollution should not be confined to the cities and towns only. It cannot be said that our villages are entirely free from pollution. Perhaps the indiscriminate use of chemical fertilizers is one of the factors which has led to pollution of the drinking water sources in our villages. Moreover, the scheme for providing protected drinking water supply has not yet reached all the small villages. In these circumstances, the villages also face the ill effects of water pollution to a certain extent. This problem may reach greater proportions in left unchecked now itself. So I request the government to design some special schemes to contain this problem which our villages face.